Okay, so now we're going to go over something called the change of base formula. Okay, and what is the purpose of the change of base formula? Well, we now know that we have buttons on our calculator that we can use to simplify logarithms, but we could still be given problems like log base 2 of 3. Okay, there's no way to get a 3 to have a base of 2. We don't know how to do that. I don't have a button on my calculator that I can plug in a base of 2. So what am I going to do? Okay, well, we are going to go over something that is called the change of base formula. And the change of base formula says that if you have a log base b of a, that will equal a log base x of a over a log base x of b. Okay, so when I'm seeing this one here, this is what I'm seeing. I've got this a, and that a moves up to the top. My base, that is a b, moves down to the bottom. And then, just like out of thin air, I have this x here. Okay? And that x is nowhere involved for this. So what that tells me is, that tells me that I can pick any base I want. So I can pick any base that I want to pick. So if I wanted to solve a problem like log base 2 of 3, where I know my 3 would move up to the a spot, my 2 would be down here, what would the base be that I would want to pick? Well, hopefully you're saying in your head that it would be a base 10 or a base e, because we just went over that we have buttons in our calculator that we can use to find something for a base 10 and to find something for a base e. So basically, what this is telling us is that we want to say base e for my x, meaning that log base b of a would give me an ln of a divided by an ln of b, or I would want to pick a 10 for my base, meaning that log base b of a would equal a log of a over a log of b. So now I have something that I can plug into my calculator to figure out what the answer is to this question here. I've got a log base 2 of 3. I move my 3 up. I move my 2 down. Okay. And then I'm able to plug this into my calculator and actually figure out what that log base 2 of 3 is. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with that one. We've got a log base 2 of 3 here. Okay. And you can pick either one of them. They both will give you the exact same answer. Okay. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to use the ln one on this. Okay. So I know I've got an ln of something over an ln of something. So how do I know what goes where? I always think of 2 as your base, which is your bottom. So that's going to be an ln of 2 on the bottom. And then that means that my 3 has to move up to the top. So log base 2 of 3 is the same thing as ln of 3 over ln of 2. Now, when you plug this in your calculator, if you have one of my new calculators, you want to use the N over D button, and then you can just get that typed in. If you don't have one of my new calculators, you need to make sure that you use parentheses when you enter this in. So when I enter this to my calculator, I'm going to put parentheses, ln, and then the parentheses will pop up, of 3. But I have to have parentheses around this. Then I hit my division button. Again, I need parentheses, ln, the parentheses already pop up for that, and then I need 2 to close it. But I have to make sure that I do ln of 3 divided by ln of 2, otherwise it's going to give you the wrong answer for that. Now, when I plug that into my calculator, assuming that I plug it in the correct way, I should have a 1.5849, it says to round to 3 decimal places, so 1.585. Okay, now, we gave you guys 2 formulas. You could have also just used your logarithm here. So just to prove, I could have also entered in log on top and bottom. My 3 still goes up top. My 2 still goes on the bottom. If I wanted to enter in that one, I would still get the exact same answer of 1.585. Both of them give you the right answer, so you can pick which one you want to use. Okay? Next one here, log base 12 of 133. If you think you got it, pause the video. Try these last two on your own. Okay, but this one here, I just like to use the LN button. My base here is 12, so that goes on the bottom. It means that 133 is going to go on the top. I'm going to plug that in my calculator. LN of 133 on top of the fraction. LN of 12 on the bottom. When I do that, I get 1.968. Okay, so you should have 1.968 even if you use the logarithm. Okay, this next one has a square root. That doesn't change anything. We still use our change of base formula. Ln over Ln. 5 is my base, so that's going to go on the bottom. Square root of 3 goes up top. Again, plug that in my calculator. Ln square root of 3 and Ln of 5. Press my enter, and this one I get 0.341. Okay, so that is our change of base formula. Change of base formula, we can use that now, and that will allow us to simplify any logarithm that we get.